up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Not Tuah Podcast. This is episode number 10. Let's fucking go. Double digit. You love to see it, chat. In fact, I've got a little something prepared for this special occasion. Oh, that was loud. Here's to episode 10. Okay, I don't know if that came across, but I have popped open a bottle of my favorite drink. A little throwback to episode 1. Popped open a bottle of Sting, and I shall be sipping on it throughout the episode because it's episode number 10. I didn't think I'd make it this far, but here we are. Episode number 10, we're here, we're chilling, we're swagging still. Hashtag never stop swagging. Okay? It's my life motto. Hashtag never stop swagging. As the kids say. Yeah, man. I guess technically this is like episode number 11 because the lost episode 2 or episode 1.5 is how I've decided to categorize it. But yeah, episode number 10. Double digits. Can't wait for triple digits. Episode number 100. That'll be in 2 years? No, yeah, 2 years from now. First episode of the pod came out in like October 24. So the 100th episode of the pod is going to be out October 26. Now if I make it to 100 episodes of the Not Tuah Podcast, it probably won't be called the Not Tuah Podcast by episode number 100. I'm like on the fence about the name. I like it, but also I don't think it's like a good long-term name, you know? But no matter the name of the podcast, it'll still be me. The format will be the same, pretty much. We'll still have our wacky little discussions. But yeah, stay tuned. I will be keeping track though still on my Google Doc. So even if I reboot the podcast, if I reboot the podcast in like episode 27, then the 100th episode that I've recorded, I'll maybe make like a small little celebration of that. Which, if I reboot at episode 27, that would be 100 minus 27, which is 73. So episode 73 would have like a bit of a small celebration. But then episode 100 of the rebooted podcast, which would be episode 123, that would have a pretty big celebration. Or episode 127. I forgot when I'm rebooting this. Anyways, nothing set in stone. I'm just saying, like, if I ever do reboot it, we're gonna have 2 episode 100 specials. But yeah, man. This week I've been chilling. I've been alright this week. Had to move the record. I had to move my whole setup into a separate room. This week. I still have a stuffed nose. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking Sting with the stuffed nose. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking a cold, carbonated, fizzy beverage. But it's episode 100. You gotta hang loose a little bit. So I had to move the recording studio this week into a different room. This one is much closer to the outside of the house. In fact, it is the outside of the house. Like I'm still inside the house, but like the wall facing the street. So I don't know. You guys might hear a lot more traffic. There's a car horn right there. You guys might hear a lot more traffic. You guys might hear the fucking banana sellers, the tomato sellers, um, and it's 8:41 a.m. Very early recording today. 8:41 a.m. 14th of December 2024 Indian Standard Time. And so like every day around this time, the like garbage collection, the garbage truck comes over, and they have whistles, right? So they come up to your house and they whistle at you. I keep my like trash can out in the in at I keep my trash can out at night because like usually I'm gone by this time. But today is a Saturday. Hashtag Saturdays are for the boys. In this case, the boys are my two listeners. If I can drop the facade, I only have two listeners. Shout out Jerry, shout out Lenny, shout out Jenny, Larry. Yeah, okay. So hashtag Saturdays are for the boys, but in this case, the boys are my podcast audience. Uh, so yeah, but whatever. I'm usually gone by this point. So I just keep my trash can out. They come over and pick it up. But for everyone else, they whistle, and when they whistle, you're supposed to come outside with your trash, and they like take it off your hands and put it in the truck. So maybe I haven't heard the whistle yet. I've been awake since like 7:30, and I haven't heard the whistle yet. So I don't know, maybe they'll show up, maybe we'll have a guest appearance by the garbage truck on this episode of the Not Tuah Podcast. Guest tier list. Okay, I think, that'd be too divisive. I'm not gonna do a guest tier list. maybe when I have a couple more guests. Yeah, okay. So, fuck, I was gonna say something, but I forgot what. Right, okay, so I had to move the setup, which means I've lost my ottoman. My ottoman situation that was like under the table, I could kind of recline and lie back. I lost that. That's not fitting in this room. And also the ottoman was just like the coffee table. So um it was never gonna last forever. But then I also lost my side table. Um Now, I don't remember how detailed of a description I gave in the first episode of the podcast, but like I have a small desk. It's not that big. I love a big desk. I need a big desk. But yeah, so I have a bit of a small desk in front of me, and then on the side, I had a smaller desk, and that's where I would keep my drinks. That's where I would keep like my phone, and that's where the mic was attached. The microphone was attached um, on that little desk on my left hand side. But now, since I moved the setup, I don't have that desk on my left hand side. But I do have a closet on the right hand side in this new setup. So the mic stand is currently attached to the closet. And whenever I want to record the podcast, I have to like open the closet door and pull the mic out, which I think is kind of cool. Sleeper build. No one needs to know that I'm a podcaster. And then when I'm done recording, I can just like fold the mic into the closet and then shut the door, and no, it's not even there. So that's fun. When the closet is open, that's also like it's like I can put my drinks and my beverages and my phone. I can put that in the closet when it's open. Um, I have a good view of my TV from here. I didn't really know where to put the TV when I moved here. So it's just kind of been sitting. It's like been rotting, I pretty much. But I have a good view of the TV. I can start gaming right now with my Nintendo Switch. Shout out Nintendo. Actually, maybe not. Shout out the Nintendo Switch. My favorite console ever. But I would rather have a PS5, I think. Um have you ever talked about the console wars? Maybe let me add that real quick. Okay. But yeah, shout out the Nintendo Switch. I can start gaming right now. In fact, maybe I might. I have been wanting to do like a live stream of me 100% completing Tears of the Kingdom because I really want 100% that game. I even have like the speedrunning guide bookmarked. I'm just gonna follow the speedrunning guide. I'm not gonna speedrun it. I'm just gonna follow the guide mainly for the Korok. I think I have all the side quests completed. Maybe there's a few that I'm missing, but all the main quests are done. Obviously, the story is done. Um, all the side adventures are what I've completed, not the side quest. Side adventures, for those who haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, they're just bigger side quests. Like a side quest would take maybe 10 minutes to complete, just like pulling numbers out my ass. A side quest would take 10 minutes to complete, but a side adventure takes like 30. It's like that kind of situation. Um, this looks really quiet. I'm gonna just like listen back and hopefully I haven't been whispering this whole time. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. The volume looks okay. I'm gonna have to remember to join these clips together. I didn't do that one time. Okay, let's get into the topics that I have discussed because up until now I've been yapping off the dome. But let's get into the topics that I have to discuss here today with you all this week on the 10th episode of the Not Tuah Podcast. Okay, the first thing I want to say is fuck region locking, dude. Fuck region locking. I hate it. Bullshit. Okay. So, for those unaware, like for my YouTube audience, maybe, but the episode will go out on Spot. Oh, by the way, I would like to apologize to the YouTube audience. I forgot to upload episode number 9 onto YouTube. And I remembered it like on Wednesday. Remember, the episode usually come out on Saturday, but I forgot and I uploaded it on Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. I don't remember. I forgot. But yeah, my sincerest apologies to the YouTube audience of the Not Tuah Podcast. I'm sorry. I will be better. I can be better. And I will be better. Shout out YouTube audience. Shout out the YouTube audience of the Not Tuah Podcast. My apologies. Anyways, but yeah. So if you're unaware, the episodes come out on Spotify and YouTube. And on Spotify, there's an option to comment on the podcast. But, okay, so I'm on my Spotify creator dashboard thingy right now. And there's a section that says latest comments. And latest comment, I'll get into the comment in a second in our poll review segment. But it shows me the comment. And then when I try to like click on like more comments. Wait. Yeah, comments unavailable. You don't have access to comments. This is likely because we don't support comments in your region. But there was a comment right there. It was right there on my screen. I saw it. There was a comment right there. So why can't I see the comment in the comments menu, but I can see it on my dashboard? Spotify, make sense of this. God. I can literally read the comment right now. Oh shit, +1 followers. Hold up. +1 follower in the last 30 days. Oh, that was like in November. Okay. Um. Ooh. It's nice seeing like a little bump every week on my stream chart. Bump every week when a new episode comes out. That's fun. Uh, Maybe if I go to episodes, I can access the comments. Uh, Skibidi Doodah. Hey, 100% audience retention for 21 minutes, and then 66% audience retention after 22 minutes. What the fuck? Who's like stopping the podcast halfway through? I just want to talk. I just want to talk. Who's stopping the podcast halfway through? Okay, whatever. So yeah, I just don't get it. You know, why can I see the comment on my dashboard but not like I can't reply to the comment? That's a pretty big thing that they promote. Like, wow, your audience can leave comments and you can reply, or you can like upvote, or you can heart the comment. But I can't do anything like that. But I can see the comment. I just can't interact with it. I don't know, man. It's weird. I hate region locking. Fuck region locking. It's part of the reason that I know it's a bad idea to move to the US because like healthcare and shit. But like also, if I was there, I won't have to deal with any of this region logging bullshit. Not just for Spotify, it's for like fucking everything. A company would be like, "Hey guys, we're launching this super cool, awesome, brand new feature that we know you're gonna love," and then I go and try it out. Available US only. Like, it's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. I want to try the cool things. You know, why no cool thing for me? Why no cool thing for me? That's all I'm trying to say. Fucking dogs going crazy out there. They're not showing up on the recording though. There's a dog barking like right outside the window. Okay. But yeah, like it literally tells me one comment on the latest episode. But again, I can't do shit with it. Spotify, fix your comments. Fix your comments. You know, let me see the comment. And to all companies worldwide, stop region locking. I know why. What's the point? It's 2024. Okay, it's 2024, and discussed in a previous episode of the Not Tuah Podcast. We live in an internet culture. Okay, the fucking country you're in doesn't really matter that much anymore. Okay, so just let me look at the comment, Spotify. Okay, let me look at the comment. That has been your weekly crash out on the Not Tuah Podcast. Gotta keep up the tradition. Gotta crash out at least once per episode. Alright, so I guess, yeah, that was the first topic that I had. It literally just does not make sense to me. Why I can see the comment on my dashboard, but I can't see anything else about the comments. Can't like, can't comment, or can't reply. Bullshit. Okay. As I mentioned earlier in the episode, let's talk about the console wars. The big PlayStation versus Xbox versus sure Nintendo too, I guess. So I used to be I still am. I'm a PlayStation. I'm part of the PlayStation posse. Alright, I'm part of the PlayStation posse, and we are locked in eternal battle with the Xbox X, X with the Xbox Exterminator. That sounds like anti-Xbox. Yeah, with the Xbox Extremos. Yeah, Xbox Extremos and the Nintendo Knight. We are locked in eternal battle, all three of us. So I'm part of the PlayStation posse. My first console was a Sony PlayStation 2 Slim Edition. I didn't get the fat one, I got the slim one. Wait, no, I think actually my first console might have been the PlayStation 1 with the LCD screen attachment. PS1 screen attachment. Yeah, SCPX131. I had this. I remember only playing on it once, but I had it. It was like a racing game that I had for the PS1 LCD screen. But the first like proper console that I have multiple memories of is actually maybe not even multiple, maybe this is just the one memory. But my PS2 Slim. Oh God, now I'm realizing I've had a dog in every console generation, huh? Well, except the current gen. But yeah, okay, anyways. So I had a PS2 and I distinctly remember one time my parents were going out and my father just like booted up GTA Liberty City Stories on the PlayStation 2 and he was like, okay, have fun. And I was like I was definitely less than 8 years old. Maybe I was 5. 2009? Maybe. No, I started going to school. Did I go to school when I was 5 years old? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let's just say I was 5 years old. And there I was playing GTA Liberty City Stories. While my parents left me alone at home. At 5 years old. But yeah, anyways, like I obviously I was a fucking little kid, 5 years old. I did not know what I was doing. The first mission of that game, you're supposed to like drive to your apartment, and I kept crashing the car. I kept crashing the car. Vincenzo, my passenger, he kept calling me a bitch. And I don't think I ever got past that mission as a kid. So that's fun. After my PS2, I had a PSP, PlayStation Portable. This one I have very fond memories of. I think the main thing on my PlayStation Portable, I played a lot of GTA Vice City Stories, not Liberty City, Vice City Stories. And you know, man, I stand by it. Vice City Stories is the best GTA game. Okay, maybe not the best. Because, like, objectively speaking, they just keep getting better. GTA 5 is probably the best one out. But it's my favorite. Right? Vice City Stories is my favorite GTA game. Fucking talk to the hand. Alright, you cannot convince me otherwise. Unless GTA 6 is good. I just like the idea of being in Vice City. It's definitely my favorite city. Um, Out of all of them. But the GTA 6 Vice City looks nothing like the 3D era Vice City. So I don't know, maybe not. But yeah, so what was I talking about? Right, my PSP. So the main game that I played on my PSP was GTA Vice City Stories. And again, this was like before I was 8 years old. I definitely did not know fucking anything. Uh, Honestly, I probably did not get very far in this game either. I also had God of War, Chains of Olympus, maybe? Let me look that up. God of War, Chains of Olympus, PSP. Yeah, there we go. There were two God of War games on the PSP. In this it? Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. Yes. I was not good at either of these games. I think my dad bought these games for himself, and I was just able to dick around in it. One peculiar thing in that he always took my PSP into the bathroom, and then when I got it back, the game was like saved or it was stopped just before the sex scene in the God of War games. Kinda sus. Kinda sus. Okay, enough about that. And then I had a PS3. No, fuck. No, I didn't have a PS3. I had an Xbox 360. My one time wavering. Well, not one. But yeah, I had an Xbox 360. I played the Kinect games. Kinect Sports, Kinect Adventure, Kinect Disneyland. And that's about it. I don't think I played any like actual Kinect games. Or like any actual non Kinect games on my Xbox. Um because I still have my PSP and I was like this PSP is better. Because I can sit in my room. The Xbox was in like the family room. So I was like I can sit in my room and play on the PSP. This is much better. So I stuck with the PSP the whole time. After that, we have a pretty long console route. The Xbox must have been in 2012 at the latest, and it wasn't until 2020 that I got on my next console, the Nintendo Switch, and that's kind of where I sit right now with the Nintendo Switch. It's a good console. I've played some great games on here, but a lot of them are ports. So, um, but yeah. Oh, and I also had a Game Boy Advance. It's a hilarious story of how I got the Game Boy Advance. So, uh, when I was younger, we didn't own our car, right? We rented it. And so every couple months, my father would have to return the rented car and rent a new one. So one time we rented the new car, and when I got in, I was in the back seat, obviously, because I was a kid. But I was in the back seat, and I saw this like blue square on the seat, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And I picked it up, and it was a Game Boy Advance, and it was like modded. So it had all the games on it. Game Boy Advance SP, the clamshell DS looking one. Uh, so yeah, that's how I found it. Um, Thinking about it now, maybe my parents should have like tried to return it to the owner. But I was a kid. it was a free video game console for me. I was happy. Um, we pulled out of the renting a car place, and as far as I remember, it was only the GBA that was in the car, no charger. Because why would you carry a charger with you? So once we were like halfway home, I decided maybe I should show this to my parents. And so I showed it to them, and they were like, "Huh? Where did you get this?" I was like, "It's in the back seat." So I don't think it was that day, but like we eventually ended up in like the electronics market area of my city, and because obviously it was cheaper to buy a charger for the console than buy an entirely brand new console. So yeah, that's the story of how I ended up with my GBA. I played the Nickelodeon party game a lot. Nick Party Game GBA. Nickelodeon, that's GameCube. Nickelodeon Party Blast? Maybe. Maybe it wasn't Nickelodeon. Maybe it was Cartoon Network. Uh, it was definitely Cartoon Network. Hang on. Cartoon Network Party Game. Yeah, Cartoon Network Block Party. Shout out Cartoon Network Block Party. Uh, I didn't have any. I didn't have any friends. Well, I did, but like they weren't video game friends. They were not into video games. Um. So yeah, I played this one by myself. I'm pretty sure there was Pokemon on the GBA. I think I don't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure there was Pokemon on that GBA, and I just never played it. Little did I know that fucking 12 years later, I'd be installing mods for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet so that I could achieve a complete national dex in one game. I have yet to complete that, by the way. I'm like, let me see. I keep track of everything in a Google spreadsheet. That's how serious I take this shit. Oof. Yeah, I have only 17% of the deck completed. So, I gotta get working on that soon. Maybe that's my next stream. After I complete Tears of the Kingdom 100%, complete the Scarlet Violet National deck, maybe. Okay. Um, so yeah, that's my history with the console wars. PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, Nintendo. So yeah, I guess PlayStation wins. I'm a PlayStation kid, and I want a PS5. Like I don't really care much about the Xbox Series X or the new Nintendo Switch that's coming out. Of course, that lasts until I see the next Mario game or the next Zelda game. Well, actually, maybe not. I'm not a fan of the Zelda franchise as a whole. I just like the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom games. I tried playing which one was it? Ocarina of Time or Majora. I tried to play both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Did not like them. So I much prefer the open world structure of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Maybe I should replay Breath of the Wild. Do the fucking DLC that I never did. Anyways, speaking of video games, yesterday was a pretty big event. The Game Awards 2024. Shout out Jeff Keighley. Um, Shout out Jeff Keighley. Um, I woke up at 6 a.m. To watch this show because okay, so like the Game Awards are never really about the Game Awards, they're about the announcement. And so there were rumors swirling around that we would get an announcement for Half-Life 3. We would get an announcement for fucking well, not an announcement, but like a trailer for GTA 6. There were rumors swirling around. Um, so I wanted to be there for this historic moment. Half-Life 3 is announced, and like the people associated with the show, they were like, "Oh, there's gonna be two big holy shit moments in the show." Which like, guys, what were the holy shit moments? Well, let's go through the announcements here, and then maybe we can see maybe what counts as the holy shit moment. Okay, so announced at the Game Awards. So, okay, first up is like games that we already knew about. Borderlands 4. I've never played a Borderlands game. Um, yeah, I was gonna say something about Borderlands, but like I have fucking nothing. Borderlands 4, Crimson Desert, Den of Wolves, Dungeon and Fighter Arad, Dying Light the Beast, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, The First Berserker Kazan maybe, Game of Thrones King's Road, Helldivers 2, Honkai Star Rail, Hunt Showdown Mafia the Old Country, Monster Hunter Now, Palworld. I do have something to say about Palworld. Maybe not. Maybe I don't have anything to say about Palworld. Slay the Spire 2, Squid Game, the game, Splitgate 2, Tekken 8, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, The Outer Worlds 2. The Outer Worlds 2, that is like something I wanted to pay attention to a little bit. Because I remember liking The Outer Worlds 1, but I never finished it. As is the case with like most of my games. I like them, but I didn't finish them. That's what piracy does to you, man. They're disposable. I can just throw the games away if I don't like them. No skin off my back. The Outer Worlds 2, Zenless Zone 0. Okay, and then the new games that were announced: Black Frost, The Long Dark 2, Dispatch, Elden Ring Night Train, Untitled Gen Design game, whoever that is, Intergalactic The Heretic Project, Kiora, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound Untitled Okami sequel, One Move Away, Onimusha Way of the Sword Project Sentry Rematch Shadow Level, Solasta 2, Sonic Racing Crossroads, or Crossroads, Split Fiction, Stage Fright, Steel Hunters, Thickest Thieves, Two Rock Origins, Untitled Virtual Fighter game, and The Witcher 4. I think the two holy shit moments that they were hyping up, I think they wanted that to be the Okami sequel and The Witcher 4, two franchises and properties that I really don't fucking care about. I could not give less of a shit about The Witcher or about Okami. The Witcher 4 was like, no, Okami was the last thing they announced, and I was like, wait, is that it? Turns out that was it. I guess they had the new Naughty Dog game, Intergalactic. That does look kind of cool. I want to play that. Winners. Okay, I'm not gonna go for all the winners. I'm just gonna go for some of the highlights. Game of the Year, Astrobot, and by Team Asobi and Sony Interactive Entertainment. Astrobot looks fun. I wanted to play it when I was at Comic Con this year, but the kids wouldn't stop hogging the PS5. Game of the Year was Astrobot. Indie game, Balatro. Maybe I should play Balatro. I've never played Balatro. Balatro won 3 awards, which is kind of crazy. Best ongoing game, Helldivers 2. I voted for Fortnite. Because, I mean... Oh, I think I hear the garbage truck, actually. Maybe we'll see if we get a whistle. Best VR game, Batman Arkham Shadow. The Batman VR game does look pretty cool. I want to try that as well. Best adaptation, Fallout. Here is probably my controversial opinion. I did vote for Fallout over Arcane. because Arcane was good. But the second season wasn't that strong as the first one. So when you consider I'm sure like I'm only considering like what released this year. Okay, if I'm considering the whole of the show, Arcane is better than Fallout from what I've seen so far. But considering only what released in 2024, Fallout had a better offering than Arcane. Arcane season 2 it honestly just confused me a lot. And I've had some friends who are like actually into League of Legends. Pray for them. And they kind of explain the lore of. Okay, the tomato sellers are here. But they kind of explain the lore of League of Legends, and then some of that kind of like it started to make sense. It started clicking. I think if never mind. Fallout 1, I'm glad Fallout 1. Most anticipated game, GTA 6. I mean, of course. Of course, GTA 6 won. What is it going up again? It's going up against Death Stranding 2, Monster Hunter Wilds, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Ghost of Yotei. Of course, GTA 6 is gonna win. Um, Esports and creators. Content Creator of the Year, Queso. I voted for Queso because Queso gives me the courage to be a male dressed to impress player. Shout out Queso. Astrobot won 6 awards, which is crazy. Oh no, Astrobot the game won 4 awards, but the publisher, Sony, won 6 awards. Snoop Dogg was there a lot for some reason. I think he was there to promote his like Fortnite concert. But he wasn't there. He presented a couple awards. He also presented no. He did a concert. Just like out of nowhere. Performed a concert for 2 songs, I think. One from his new album, one from his old work. Jesse from Breaking Bad, Aaron Paul, he's in a video game with Jacksepticeye and Moist Critical, which is crazy. Yeah. The Game Awards Orchestra for the Game of the Year. That's fun. I like that. I like that they do that. That's how they like announce the nominees. They do an orchestra of like all the game's music. That's fun. So yeah, that's the Game Awards. I watched I was in a watch party on Twitch, and they ran a bingo for the Game Awards, and I won the bingo. It was always fun. I won the bingo, and there was there was a list of 50-ish Steam games to pick from. I've never heard of most of those games. But I picked Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Gave that to a friend of mine who's into cars. Yeah, okay. That's that for the Game Awards. Let's move on to our next topic. The drones over New York and New Jersey. So, for those unaware, for the past like month or so, people have been seeing strange drones over New Jersey and New York. um, and people think it's aliens. So, okay, so here's what I'll say about aliens. I think that the universe is just too big and it's too old for Earth to have been the only planet with life. Um, I read this like interesting statistic the other day. Not statistic, but like comparison, I guess. If your hand was like if fully outstretched, tip of your pinky to tip of your thumb, if that was the solar system, then the Milky Way galaxy would be the size of the North American continent, the cum states, Canada, US, Mexico. So, like, and that's just the Milky Way galaxy. There's hundreds, maybe millions of galaxies. How many galaxies are there? Let me check. How many galaxies are there? Between 100 billion and 2 trillion. Pretty wide margin there. You know? I'm sorry, 200 billion. I can't fucking read. It is estimated that there are between 200 billion to 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. So, when you think about that, one galaxy in the size of the North American continent, if the solar system is the size of your hand, and there's at most 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. The universe is like, there's more to it. They're gonna give you a fucking existential crisis again. Because, like, what outside the universe? Because, like, nothing can keep going forever. Right? That is, like, incomprehensible to the human mind. And then what happened before the Big Bang theory? Bazinga! What happened before the Big Bang Theory? Even Young Sheldon, the TV show. What happened before the Big Bang? What's like outside the universe? It's crazy, man. I don't like thinking about this stuff because it's gonna. Can I fucking talk? It's gonna bum me. It's gonna bum me out a little bit. It's incomprehensible to the human mind, but I think that the universe is just too big and it's too old for Earth to have been the only planet with life. Because, I mean, like, how far have we checked, really? Going back to the hand analogy here, our hand in the size of the solar system, our galaxy in the size of the North American continent. And if I was standing in, like, Kansas, I don't think we even left the state of Kansas. Like, the middle. Fucking look up Kansas. I don't need to describe it to you. But, like, I don't think we've even left the state of Kansas in, like, exploring the universe. And there's like 50 times that space. There's 2 trillion times that space that we haven't searched. I hate to say it. But I think it's unlikely that we will ever come in contact with an extraterrestrial species unless we manage to invent like faster than light travel or something. But even then, I think it's going to be a slim chance. But as it stands right now, I think there's a 0% chance, honestly, that we get into contact with aliens. Certainly not in my lifetime. But yeah, anyway, the drones over New York, people think they're UFOs. It started off in like a military base. It's like, if it starts off at a military base, you'd have to think, like, spies, maybe? Started off at a military base in New Jersey. And then, like, over time it spread throughout New Jersey, and now it's in New York as well. Um, so some people say that they're convinced they're UFOs because they're like standing still. Planes do that. Like I remember being very confused one time when we were driving along the airport, and I looked out the window, and it looked like the plane was just like standing still in the air, and I was like, huh? How did that work? And in my mind, I made the connection that the plane is just standing still in the air, and the earth is spinning under it, and that's how the plane flies to another place. It just kind of goes up and it lets the earth rotate under it, and then it comes back down. But no, what happened was like the plane was going north and we were going south, and so kind of that kind of canceled its movement out, and it just looked like the plane was standing still. It was something like that. I'm not a physicist. Um, so yeah, planes can appear to just stand still in the air. It says some of them are moving, which planes are known to do that. Um, so people are asking the government to be like, hey man, okay, listen, it's not a plane because it's not showing up on any of our flight tracking thingies. So why don't you just tell us what it is? And the government is like, well, we don't know, is the thing. They sent like a helicopter up to try and follow the drone, but the helicopter lost sight of it, lost visual. Mr. Bergen said the police flew a helicopter over a drone but were unable to track it for long enough to see where it landed. Okay. That's from the New York Times, by the way. So I don't think they're aliens. I think most likely case is it's some sort of spying going on, because again it started over a military base, so presumably they're trying to spy on the military. You know. Um, that being said, would be pretty cool if they were aliens. You know. Okay, that's my take on the whole extraterrestrial life debate. I think it does exist. I just think we're too far away to like ever make contact. Okay. Um, let's wrap this up with our poll review from last episode. I guess I'll read out the comment that I can't reply to. I'll reply to it over here, I guess. If any of you are leaving a comment, just know that I can see them. Well, I guess I can see like maybe 3 of them in the latest comments menu, or in the latest comments like panel on the dashboard. But I can't reply to any of them. Can't reply, can't like. Latest comment on Not Tuah Podcast number 9, Crypto Scams and Interstellar. From Jerari, Giri, from Jirai, 6 days ago. People pretend to like Interstellar, I'm convinced. Movie is boring as fuck. You know what, Jirai? I agree with you. It's a boring ass movie. Sorry about that. A couple of days ago, last night, I think. Last night I saw a Reddit post that was like, my boyfriend watches Oppenheimer 4 to 5 times a week. And I'm like, huh? Such a long movie. And it fell off. It fell off after the bomb went off. The bomb went off, and then the movie bombed. Okay? I don't care about the geopolitical tensions, brother. I wanna see a big thing blow up. Right? That's why I'm dedicating my time to your movie. I wanna see a big thing blow up. And it did. I've seen Okay, I've seen Oppenheimer once to the end. And then after that, I've watched it like twice, but I turned it off immediately after the Trinity test because I was like, okay, well, the big thing blew up. That's why I'm here. Yeah, man, that's like the Chris Nolan dick riding is crazy. Like I said in the last episode, but the Chris Nolan dick riding is crazy. And again, today, like not today, but again, yes, because again I woke up at 7:30 and then I started recording at 8:30. But I saw more posts about Interstellar in Hyderabad big theater, and I'm like, please, can we fucking stop? Can we stop with the Interstellar talk, please? It's such a boring movie. Such a boring movie, and every post about movies has to bring up Interstellar. It's like it's law. Um, let's look at the poll for this episode. I don't remember what the poll was. Poll. Okay. Oh, okay. So the question was, is Interstellar a good movie? And with 2 votes, it's a tie. 1 vote for yes, 1 vote for no. That's curious. That's interesting. Interstellar. Okay, I guess I will concede on one point. Visually, the movie does look. It's striking, as the kids say. There was like a black hole scene in that movie, and that took months to render in like Blender or something. So visually, I guess the movie it does have some good shots. The cornfield shot was pretty good. It's like the never-ending field of corn. And the black hole, I guess. But that's like the saving grace of this movie. It doesn't matter if a movie looks good if it's fucking boring as hell. You know, if I wanted to look at something that looks good, I visit your mom's Instagram. Okay. That's interesting that it's a split vote. Of course, with 2 votes, not a fairly representative sample size, but yeah. I thought I'd have more to say about it, but I guess not. Oh, speaking of last episode, let me wrap this up with an update. So last episode, the Christopher Nolan dick riding segment came about because a woman was trampled to death in like a crowd surge situation at the premiere of a movie named Pushpa to the Rise, I think. So yeah, a woman was unfortunately trampled to death, and all the comments were like, "I hate this movie because it's stopping Interstellar being re-released." And there's an update on that stampede. The actor in that movie has been arrested. Um, this is from ndtv.com, bastion of journalism, ndtv.com. Actor Allu Arjun, that's the name of the actor, arrested. The stampede at Hyderabad Sandhya Theatre on December the 3rd broke after the hugely popular actor made an unscheduled appearance at the theatre showing a new film, Pushpa 2 The Rule. It's The Rule, not The Rise. So he was arrested yesterday for his involvement in the stampede, which, you know, that's kind of weird, right? Like, why arrest the actor? I guess you can't really arrest the crowd, can you? Wait, is he wearing a Hoenn sweater? Like Hoenn from Pokemon? No, he's not. Okay, whatever. So he showed up at the theater where the movie was being premiered. Which, like, pretty likely place for an actor to show up at his movie premiere. Pretty I'd expect him to show up at the movie premiere. And apparently that they're blaming him for the stampede that happened. Even though, like, according to this article, uh, he like it's not unscheduled. I don't know why the headline said that, because according to this article, um, he like told the police that he would be there. He told the police he would be there. He told the theater that he would be there. Let me see if I can find that paragraph. Um, okay. The complaint filed by the husband of the woman killed said the actor and theater management had neglected to inform the police of the actor's plan to attend a screening of the film at the theater. However, Mr. Arjun's office and theater officials have insisted the cops had in fact been informed. Hours after his arrest, a copy of such a letter was released, in which the police were told of plans for the film stars to visit the theater at 9:30 p.m. Subject: request for arrangement of bandobast on 4th of December and 5th of December at Sandhya Theatre. Bandobast is like a police escort, I think. We request you to arrange to provide police bandobast at Sandhya Theatre in connection with the release of Pushpa 2 on 4th of December, because there will be heavy crowd. The hero, heroine, and VIPs and production unit of the film are coming to see the movie. So I mean, yeah, like, there's a letter. It is curious that the letter was produced hours after his arrest. I'm no conspiracist. I'm no conspiracist theorist. But, like, it is kind of sus. Assuming the letter is real and assuming the police have been informed, I don't think this actor is at fault, really. And yeah, like, the actor, the lead actor and the lead actress, and VIPs and production unit, they were all there. So why arrest only the one guy? Well, I guess he's the main guy. Oh. Meanwhile, this is new. I read this article last night, and this section was not there. Case withdrawn? Meanwhile, in a dramatic twist of Meanwhile, in a dramatic twist worthy of any movie, the husband of the woman killed has withdrawn the complaint based on which the case was filed. A widely shared video showed the husband telling reporters in Telugu he did not know Mr. Arjun would be arrested on the basis of his charge. Quote, I am ready to withdraw the case. I was not aware of the arrest. Allu Arjun had nothing to do with the stampede in which my wife passed away, he said. Now, again, I'm no conspiracist. But these actors, and like anyone in power really, or like anyone with fame, any modicum of fame, they tend to have, in India at least, they tend to have connections with like gooners? No, with goons. Thugs, as the kids call them. Real roughhousers. So, I mean, I'm no conspiracist. But hours after his arrest, hours after the arrest, the letter came out that said the cops were informed. And then the husband just happened to change his mind. There's a part of me that thinks he was like threatened to withdraw the case. Maybe. I'm not making any concrete claims here. But like, it is a possibility. Because yeah, hang on. Didn't it say they were, yeah, okay. The complaint filed by the husband of the woman said the actor, specifically mentioned the actor, And then he was surprised that he got arrested? I don't know, man. Something's up. Something's up. Anyway, I think regardless of whether this guy informed the cops or not, I don't think he's entirely to blame for the stampede that happened. You know? Like, I think he's to blame a little bit. Because obviously, if you're a big movie star, you gotta assume that there'll be a huge crowd. And if the cops were not informed, then yeah, that's on him. But assuming the cops were informed, I don't think he's entirely to blame. I don't think he should have been arrested, quite frankly. He's on bail for 2 weeks. That will spend the night in jail and walk out of prison in the morning. So maybe he's like leaving the prison right now. Who knows? Oh no, he's on bail for 4 weeks. But his trial was in 2 weeks, I think, and then like deferred it. Whatever, just whatever. So yeah, that's a little update on last week's news topic. Bit of a downer to end such a celebratory episode on the 10th episode of the Not Tuah Podcast. This is a long episode. I think this is the longest solo episode for sure. Let's wrap it up. So this has been the Not Tuah Podcast. For legal reasons, that's the Not Tuah Podcast, NOTTUAH. I am not affiliated with Haley Welch or the Talk Tuah team. I've been your host, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye, everybody.